My name is Michelle Van Ness, and I'm a 4 H agent in Person County, and I work for the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Service. Today, I want to talk to you about 4 H presentations. 4 H presentations are a huge part of North Carolina 4 H. It focuses on members teaching others what they know about a particular project or subject matter. Before I move on with more discussion about 4 H presentations, I would like to tell you about how you will benefit from participating. 4-H presentations teach you real-life skills. They will help you improve your public speaking skills, which, let's be honest, that's something that everyone struggles with at some point in their life. I know I did. You will increase your self-confidence and increase knowledge in a certain subject matter. Did I mention that participating in 4-H presentations will also help you in your future? You may be thinking, well, how is that possible? Simple. Your communication skills will be so strong. This is super important in your everyday life, whether it be verbal or written communication. Having strong communication skills will not only help you in your future career, but it will help you with other clubs and projects that you may participate in. Giving a presentation is a great learning experience. You can choose a topic from any project you have taken in 4-H or are currently doing. This should be something that you enjoy and can be easily presented in 5 to 15 minutes. Did you know that you can even do your presentation as a team? A team consists of two 4-Hers who want to give a presentation on a topic that interests them both. If team members are in different age groups, they will present and compete in the oldest age group. So, a senior 4-Her can do a presentation with a junior 4-Her, but they will compete in the senior division. There are 5 P's to remember when you begin to work on your 4-H presentation: planning, preparation, presentation, poise, and practice. Let's dive into discussing how you put together your presentation. First, you want to choose a topic that was learned through 4-H and you do well at or enjoy doing. The subject that you choose should also be interesting to someone else. There's nothing worse than giving a speech to a group of people and realizing that they're just not all that into your topic of choice. You want to keep your audience engaged and entertained. Next, you want to limit your presentation to one process or main idea. You don't want to talk about multiple different things that may not relate to each other, as it will confuse the audience and they won't be able to keep up. Learn as much as you can about your project as possible. Some resources that you may be able to use are your 4-H leader, books, a teacher, parents, or even your 4-H agent, like me. Once you've picked out what you want your topic to be, then you need to decide what type of presentation you will want to do. There are 3 different categories of 4-H presentations: demonstrations, illustrated talks, and formal speeches. A demonstration has a finished product to show. It shows how a task is done or a product is made. For example, at the end of this video, you will see me do my very own demonstration presentation as I show you how to make scrambled eggs. An illustrated talk is when you share information with the help of pictures, videos, charts, models, and things of that nature. A formal speech is when you share information on a specific topic without using any visuals. Sometimes this speech is done from memorization or on a paper that you have written on a specific topic. After you've decided what style of presentation you would like to give, you will need to come up with a catchy title. For example, the title of my presentation is going to be Get Excited About Scrambled Eggs. Get it? I used a pun and I bet it grabbed your attention. Once you've got your title and your subject picked, now you'll need to start working on the content of your presentation. You want to make sure you tell your audience what you are going to talk about and explain why it's important. Why should they be interested in your topic? Make sure you're specific, especially if you're giving a demonstration. You want to give as much detailed instruction as possible. If you're doing an illustrated talk, you may find these tips on creating your poster to be helpful. When designing your poster, make sure you use a light colored board and use dark lettering. You want to make sure that everything is legible. It might be a good idea to use contrast in words by using different color and size letters. Don't overcrowd your poster. The fewer words you have, the better. Make sure you're using your poster as a tool, not as a crutch to get through your presentation. Every good presentation ends with a summary. Your summary should retell the important information that you really think people should remember from your presentation. At the end of your presentation, you will ask the judges if they have any questions. Make sure you answer these questions honestly and don't make up any answers. It's okay to not know the answer. Now I will show you my sample demonstration presentation on how to cook scrambled eggs.
Hi, my name is Michelle Van Ness, and I'm the 4-H agent in Person County, a part of the North Central District. Today, I'm going to show you how to make scrambled eggs. And you're going to need the following items: a skillet, a little bit of olive oil, 1 to 2 eggs. I do 1 to 2 eggs per person, so today I'm going to do 2. They're pre-cracked so that I could keep my hands clean for this demonstration. Salt and pepper. I like to have cheese on my eggs, so some cheese to sprinkle on top when they're all done, a spatula, and your serving plate. And if you have long hair like me, you want to make sure you have it pulled back so that we're as sanitary as possible. So the first thing that I did was I started my skillet to kind of preheat it to get it warm and ready for my eggs. In my eggs, I'm going to take my whisk, and I'm going to take my salt and pepper, and I'm going to sprinkle as much as I want to put in it. So probably about a dash or so. So there's my salt and a little bit of pepper. Do quite a few shakes of pepper because pepper's good. Next, I'm going to take my whisk and I'm going to whisk up my eggs. You want to make sure your eggs are nice and combined and your yolks are broken and it's a nice pale yellow color like this. My skillet is pretty hot, so I'm going to add some olive oil to kind of act as an agent to keep it from sticking. I'm not going to add much, maybe not even a couple teaspoons worth. Next, I'm going to add my eggs to the skillet, and I'm going to have my spatula ready, because as soon as it hits my skillet, I've got to start moving it around. I can't wait to eat this. While you're cooking your scrambled eggs, I was always taught to keep it moving around. But I'm going to let it sit for a couple seconds and kind of let it cook, and then I'll move it around again. You want to keep mixing it around so not a single part gets burnt. If you need to adjust the temperature on your skillet, you can also do that. For me, I had to turn it up a little bit. When your eggs are cooked, then you're going to remove them from your skillet and you're going to put them on your serving plate. You may be wondering, well, how do I know that my eggs are cooked? Well, simple. All of the moisture, it looks less liquidy. So all the liquid components of the eggs have cooked and they're a nice fluffy texture. So it looks like my eggs are done. I'm going to pull them off the skillet and put them on my plate. Don't forget to turn off your skillet. I'm going to unplug mine. Now my eggs are on my plate, I'm going to add my favorite part, the cheese. I'm going to take a couple sprinkles because I love cheese. And there you have it, scrambled eggs. Super easy, right? You can do this on your own at home, but make sure you have a parent's permission. Thank you for listening to my presentation on how to make scrambled eggs. I hope you learned how to make scrambled eggs and you take this and make it at home for yourself.
I hope you enjoyed my video on how to do a 4-H presentation. To find more information, check out our website at person.ces.ncsu.edu, where I will share a link to helpful information and more presentation example videos. If you have any questions, please email me at Michelle_Van Ness, VANNESS, at ncsu.edu.